It's time for an episode of Triple Crit, except this isn't actually Triple Crit because this is our after show, Tidbits, where we talk about the bits in Triple Crit.
All right. Hello, friends. Welcome back to Triple Crit Tidbits.
Tidbits?
The Tidbits, the show after the regular main campaign show, Triple Crit. Thank you all for tuning in. This show is a time for us to talk about things in the episode and just chat a little bit more about what we just played. So coming fresh off the heels of session 1, episode 1 of the Marnova campaign.
Yeah.
How are y'all feeling?
Yeehaw.
I'm feeling great. My name is Katie. I got some bits and also some tits, and I'm very excited for Tidbits. I'm so excited to chat about all this. Dellan,
Also, my name is Dellan. I was your DM for the episode hopefully you just listened to.
Yeah.
And I'm Emiko, and I also have tits.
Yeah.
Is that what we said? Tits?
And
I
bits.
said that
And
I had
bits.
tits
Oh.
and bits. Dellan
They've
never
got
said
the tits.
that.
I've got the bits.
There we
Yeah.
go.
I was
That's
about to
how
say,
the audience knows that I have huge jugs.
Yeah. And
There you
I
go.
don't have huge jugs, but I've got a huge heart. So that's
Yeah, you
all
do.
that really
That's so true.
matters. Dellan,
There
this
we
was
go.
wild. Good job, man.
This is great. Great job.
Thank
Great
you.
job.
Oh, thank you.
I'm really
it was
glad that we got
crazy
to
jumping
talk
in.
about piss.
Yeah.
Always. I
Yeah.
think we're
Gotta talk about
all
piss.
kidding ourselves if we don't think pee and poop is funny. I just think, what are we doing? Like, pee
Sure.
and poop is funny. It's always funny. Bodies are funny.
Yeah, and the
I'm
thing about
so-
pee pee poo poo is, like it's just like the commonality that man shares. And
Everybody
there's something,
poops.
yeah, everybody poops, and there's something. I just dropped my capo on the floor, and it was loud. Everybody poops, and there's something really vulnerable about that.
Did you knock over your hacky sack after
Yeah,
it's
I knocked over my
Rube
hacky sack.
Goldberg machine of,
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
We're just
Indian
gonna see like
politicians.
a Wallace and Gromit like machine come up and like dress Katie for work tomorrow and like
Anyway,
then she's gonna have to redo the entire thing.
if you couldn't hear my dialogue during the poop section, it's because I felt really vulnerable and I was getting choked up. And just
me
know that.
personally,
Fair.
I will be so honest, I hate talking about my own poops. I don't
yeah.
I don't mind
Okay.
talking about it in general. I
Yeah.
don't like the fact that I have a body.
Mm.
It's weird
Heard.
and gross, and I would rather not.
Emiko, I said, is it a really since it's so vulnerable just having a body, is that why you take
It is.
your brain and you put it into a tiefling's body for a little bit as like a lovely little escape?
Well, yeah. That's because also in D&D you don't really like talk about your character going to the bathroom unless it's like for a bit.
True.
Like in our home game, like when a player isn't there, we usually are like, oh, they have like diarrhea or like full on food poisoning, and that's why they're not with us.
Yeah, because we like to shame
which
our
I
friends.
don't mind.
We like to shame
Yeah.
our friends for having lives.
Exactly.
That's
'Cause
why I refuse to miss a session.
Yeah, and that's so fair.
I just don't want my character to have to shit.
Yeah.
Well,
And
is it
actually,
shitting?
canonically, he doesn't.
Yeah,
True.
canonically he doesn't. So how? Yeah, and also I was about to say how does a reptile shit, but I know how reptiles shit, so never mind.
Through their butt.
Do y'all? Thank you. I was literally just about to ask, do you think that tieflings have buttholes? But of course they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be silly.
Also-
Emiko.
I don't think I ever said in the episode Daiya's skin is like red, and I never
Ooh.
said that.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't really
Oh,
describe
okay.
her. I'll describe her better now. Actually, we're in
Do it.
tidbits.
Yeah,
Why
do
not?
it right now. Tell me.
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
me. What did we miss?
So she's got long brown hair. that she's constantly annoyed by, but she doesn't want to cut. And her horns, the thing that I always want to keep is the thing about her horns is that I don't know what shape they are, but they are in a certain shape that you can like stick a bunch of stuff in. So like she's always got like little pieces of like ribbon or metal or like pencils or pieces of paper or like whatever that she can just like stick her hand up there and grab something that she needs.
She's got those like bonsai tree like horns.
Yeah.
That's cool.
They're something. But then she's got on the top of her forehead, the like red of her skin is like much darker, and then it gradiates down into like a lighter red throughout the rest of her body.
Whoa.
Yeah, and she's got like a tactical vest on and pants with a million pockets that she keeps cheese in, apparently.
Canonically keeps cheese in her
pockets.
Yeah.
It feels like she's a Diary of a Wimpy Kid character in a way.
I didn't read that because I was too old for that probably when that became popular.
Oh, that's gross.
I'm sorry, I'm aging.
No, I just say that with love. Like, it's just a shame that there's actually an age gap that I forget is there.
Oh, gross with love. That's...
I do.
And you know, and I am really privileged and honored to bridge the gap between both of your ages.
So true.
You know, I wear that with pride. I understand it's a big responsibility. I think the thing that I forgot to mention about Blossom is how much she looks a little like shit.
Literal shit, or like she just looks like shit all the time.
No.
She looks
I'm clarifying.
Because she is a gnome, and gnomes have a lifespan of like 500. She lived up until her late teens, and then the sun went out, and then, you know, the world kind of ended. And I think that even though she's only like 112, so like a fifth of her lifespan, she definitely looks like she looks like she is well within her 30s, if not like her late 30s. Like she's graying a little bit. She's got some like lines around her eyes that I think can be attributed probably to the amount of time she spends in the dusk, but also the fact that, again, she was kind of like an earlier apocalypse person who had to live in a time before the sunstone landed and gave people at least like a chunk of what it was like to regulate with the sun again.
Is she the kind of person to like can her own vegetables?
She is. We didn't get too much into this in this episode.
Is she that kind of
She's
apocalypse?
very much a doomsday prepper, and she's very much a conspiracy theorist, and she's very much the government is hiding something from you.
Wow, she's just like me for real.
Yeah, type of person, which I'm sure we'll get into later. But yes, your instinct is correct. She cans her own vegetables, and she puts some Luxodite in there, to cleanse the aura.
I love that for her. I'm really excited for what we're going to look like while we're in the dusk. And then when we come out of the dusk, like eventually, I don't know. Just because you said that, like, the way that it affected, like, Steven and, like, the way that his body... Also, the thing that really made me excited was the way that you described it, like, Steven's body had been welded to the dusk. And in my head, Daiya was like, oh my God, does that mean I can weld the dusk to things? And I need to get some so that I can bring it back to my lab and that I can, like, see if I can weld dusk to shit.
Yeah.
Or weld it together, or like whatever it may be. In my head, the dusk kind of looks like the under. What the fuck is that thing called in Stranger Things? I never watched that.
Oh, the Upside Down.
Yeah, the Upside Down. The under part.
Yeah.
The under part in the Stranger Things.
The dusk is, and we're gonna obviously explore it more as we venture forth. So I'll keep dusk under wraps for right now, but at least in terms of my hope for it, was to try and create something that felt, at least for me, like unlike anything I've played in D&D before. So like I didn't want it to be like Strahd is a pretty popular campaign setting, right? That like you can't leave Ravenloft or Ravencroft or whatever the whatever town is called.
Yeah.
You can't leave it because there's like an inescapable
Barovia?
dust, like
Yeah.
Barovia. You can't leave Barovia because it's in like this like pocket dimension with like clouds and
Yes,
stuff.
it is.
And I was like, well, what's that? Like, I don't love the like, oh, you can't. It's like in video games when it's like, well, you can't go past this place. There's shade there, and you're like, what the fuck does that mean? What's there? Is my head gonna get ripped off? Like, that's silly and
Maybe. I don't know.
And so I kind of, I'm playing a little fast and loose is how I DM. I love to just go with things, and if something's creepy or interesting, you go with it. And so I have some ideas of how certain types of like flora or fauna have changed, or like buildings, or like things that I know you guys will encounter most likely in there. But like, I don't really know how like a living being, like if this group that you're going after, if they have been in the dusk for 2 weeks, I don't know right now how that affects them necessarily. Which is
I'm also interested. I'm really interested to know what the little bit that I took from the Sunstone does in the dusk. If it does anything. If anything like happens to it or anything. Also, the pinprick, that's scary. Also, if we do stuff with holes, I will come to your house and punch you in the face.
No, I know. I feel bad because I've done a lot of whole things, but it came from
whole things.
Well.
Oh shit. No, it came from
famously.
I've been selfish, or like not selfishly. Admittedly, lately, I've been on a big Star Wars kick. I've been on a Star Wars kick. And I've been on a Last of Us kick, which is a very strange pairing of media types.
Are you watching Andor? Because it feels like you watch Andor. If those are the two things.
Oh, I love Andor.
Yes, see, there
I'm
we
watching
go.
Andor, and I'm also watching Rebels, Star Wars Rebels.
Yeah, that's the intersection of Last of Us and Star Wars. Is those two shows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll be real. You said though that's a weird intersection. You are a white guy who is a nerd. So in my head, I'm like, that's not that different.
That's fair. No, that's fair. I think it's weird in terms of. I think it's weird in terms of tone. Like Andor gets a little bit of that Venn diagram, but like, not. It's still, they're very different worlds, right? But like, I forgot how much I love lightsabers. And so originally, the device that your dad made that I was going to give you was going to be a proto lightsaber.
Cool.
Not to
like, why wasn't it?
Not to like turn this into a Star Wars Last of Us podcast, but I would say that Star Wars and Last of Us both explore a similar theme of what happens to the people left behind after a horrible disaster happens.
It's fair.
Which is what this campaign also does. So,
it does.
And also, to be fair, we wouldn't be able to turn that into that podcast because I don't watch either of those things.
Because you're inferior.
So I would just...
Okay.
Because... Yeah, listen. Okay, I get it.
Well... Dylan, how was playing a pizza rat?
Oh, awesome.
Was that a long real-life stream?
I love a little fucking guy.
Mm-hmm. I love a little guy.
I did.
Oh, the three of us, we love a little guy.
We love a little guy. I love a little guy. I love a big grizzly guy. And I love a badass lady. Those are my three favorite NPCs to inhabit ever.
And you hit all of them in this one episode.
You really did.
because I know how to hit my greatest hits.
Yeah,
you know?
the highlights. Play to your
And
strengths.
congrats.
I didn't know he was gonna necessarily be a rat until I was like, he's big and juicy, and then Emiko was like a New York rat, and I was like, oh, and now that is who Ricky is.
You did such a good
Hell
job.
yeah. I'm so
Thank
glad I
you.
could contribute.
Thank you for taking the 3 lines that I wrote about Ricky and turning them into something so fully realized.
I love
I'm
him.
obsessed
Also,
with
I love
him.
I love a weird little thing for them too. Like, he's like, I'm just a rat who eats scraps. Like, he's just obsessed with the fact that he just eats, like, it's just like it's, you know, when someone's so wise and they're like, no, I'm just whatever.
It's
And
like,
you're
yeah, it's
shut
like
the
when a
fuck up.
child says something absolutely insane and out of pocket and then goes back to like eating dirt. And
You
you're like,
did.
what in the hell did you just say to me?
You really
Yeah.
did make it better than I ever could have dreamed, because I'm pretty sure what I gave you, I was like, she has a friend. His name is Ricky. He's a rat that's smart, and then he has 3 underlings that are not smart rats, and he gets kind of frustrated that they're not as smart as he is. And that's all I gave you.
And now there's that fun thing of exploring, like, well, he's not necessarily intelligent, but he is wise. So maybe his smarts is that he can, like, emotionally manipulate these other rats.
I like that you were like, his intelligence comes with that he's very emotionally well regulated. I really like that.
Yeah.
Emotionally well-regulated
fun.
rat is so funny.
Yeah.
It's so fun to have, like Katie is committed to playing this kind of like swindler, bamboozler character. And it's like, you know, it's hard not to, in any moment where there's somebody who would see right through that. Like, even as Naomi, I was like, this is hard to role play because she sees through it. And there's no amount. So that's why at some point I was like, I think she would take a step back and just let this happen. Part of that was just like, me being like, it's not fun for me to just keep being like, no. So just like,
also,
let them
it makes sense.
do their thing.
It makes sense for like a family member who is like an aunt or like an older sister to kind of be like, well, this person has to make their own mistakes. And the only way that they can make their own mistakes is if they're left alone. And they make those mistakes, and then they go, "Oh, that was a bad idea."
And also, it's
and
like,
then later
oh,
you get
kid.
to go, "I know."
My kid is so excited. You know, I don't want to yuck my kid's yum.
Yeah, so that was it was fun to get to play. I played so many different NPCs in a pretty short little
You did.
Yeah, you're gonna have to make, like,
I
a
played
chart.
all of Emiko's
Family.
family,
My whole family.
A bunch of Blossom's NPCs.
Yes.
Which part of that is like, I'm also doing something that I don't normally do when I start a campaign, which is kind of starting with that. Like, you guys are going on a little adventure, but you're not like venturing out into the world at large. You're kind of going to a place that people are aware of. It's just not well traveled. And you're only going for a short period of time. So I wanted to make sure that we established, like, who are the people here for them? Who are the people that they are connected to? Who are the people that they are not, right? So that when we come back to town, how have things changed in 48
something
hours,
tangible
if
to
they
grip on, too.
Right, like,
Yeah. I think that's smart.
I didn't know. Every time I go to play like a D&D character, I don't know like a lot about them except for like the bare minimum. Like, the thing that I knew about Daiya was that she was really curious, and that was basically it.
Yeah.
She ended up being a lot more naive and a little more stupid than I thought she would be.
Fair.
And I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess, and it would make some sense just because, like, tiefling age.
Yeah.
Like,
well, like,
she's like, no, you go. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I know. I was just gonna say, like, I think the best D&D characters are found playing them.
Yeah.
Not like, I know exactly the way that they will treat every situation and exactly who that person is to their core. Because I think you surprise yourself more if you let yourself have that freedom, which is fun. And then 2, I think, like, you know, if the goal of D&D and a character in D&D is to have them be like quasi-realistic to whatever attributes they're portraying, I think we surprise ourselves often, right? Like people surprise ourselves with the intelligence that we can have in a moment of need, or like the naivety being like an optimism at times, right? A needed trait. And so sometimes I think like if she's a little naive, a little stupid right now, like she's a little naive, a little stupid right now. The minute we've got like a device that somebody's got to check out, like her shit's gonna kick into gear. Like,
yeah. I was talking to my friend earlier today, and I was like, they said something like, maybe, because I was trying to find her voice, like Daiya's voice, because I was like, I have like 3 voices, like 3 solid voices. Right. And one of them we use in our home game, and I'm not going to use that one because that one's kind of sacred to me right now.
It's a very good voice.
Yeah, it's
a great voice.
Maybe someday you'll all hear it. I don't know.
You know, if you sign up for our
probably
Patreon
in a one shot.
that doesn't exist yet.
Yeah, our non-existent Patreon, yes. But my friend was like, what about like an Elle Woods kind of type? Like a sort of bit like a pseudo bimbo, but like not really, but like is smart, but like doesn't seem very smart and doesn't come across very smart at things. Like like pretty much what you were saying. Like, and then when she like gets in her element, she's like, oh my God, actually, I am really smart. And I actually know exactly what the fuck we're talking about. And here's all the information that I have on this thing. And nobody else knows about this because I am great. And that's like just it. So I was like, oh, I'm going to run with that.
Yeah. I also thought Daiya really explores something that I think, you know, I was going to try, and when you make a after everything's bad setting, there's a part of you that's like, at some point we'll explore hope and like the optimism of that, you know, like, and I think it's fun to have Daiya, who is like pretty big hearted so far, at least, you know, in the little bit that we know about her. Like she just kind of is excited and open, and you know, she obviously took a liking to Brock.
He's my new best friend, and if anything happens to him, I will murder someone.
Hey, children aren't even safe in my campaigns.
I hate it.
And if some children die, that's fine. That's the way of the world.
Oh, wait, you know what I would love to ask? Because there was a moment of shock that I saw, or like confusion that I saw. How is Daiya feeling about Naomi's little they're already dead bit at the end?
I don't even know. Mostly because like I genuinely have no idea. I think she's just so in the moment right now, like in canon, is so surprised by what she heard that she's just kind of, and now, but like so many things got thrown at her all at once. Like her aunt saying that, and then seeing a child, or what she's perceiving as a child, in a huge like mech suit, essentially, and then a very beautiful woman throwing a bunch of money at her and doing a very cool thing and opening up a fucking tunnel in a mountain, and in like the span of like not even 10 minutes. Probably. So I think she's not really thinking about it right now. She's like, I have to unpack that later. That's a future problem. For right now, I'm focused on getting through this tunnel and staying alive and being as helpful in this situation as she can be. But I think she is thinking about it, like in the back of her head. She's like, I don't know what that means. Mostly because like the way that I structured her family, or the way that we structured her family, is that like she is an only child, but she has a lot of cousins. Yeah. So she has like, her parents have a lot of siblings. Many. And they're all very close, obviously. And
I know. Yeah. It's like a fucking mental gymnastics when I was doing the opening scene. I was like,
and I'm
which
so proud of you.
did I have coming in next, and which aunt was...
Which is why I'm looking at the family tree in front of me. Like I printed it out. Yeah, I don't know. I think she's just like, I lost my train of thought. I don't even know. Yeah, it's just that thing of like, you have so many family members and you are close to them, but in a different way. Like you're close to each of them in like a different way. And I just wanted to like explore that and think about that because I just think that's really interesting and something that I don't really have. So I was like, what is that?
Yeah.
Hey, what's that like?
Yeah, and I think, I mean, at least the way that I view it, the Yamadas are a rare breed in this
Yeah.
day and age. Like, to have that much expansive family living all together and helping a community grow. Like, all these people have jobs within the community. They're either in the mines, they're doing political reform, you know, like, or they're
Baylor.
tinkering. Like, yeah, like, even one of them is, like, one of the family members is the, like, lawyer for all of the Yamada tinkering. So, like, anything that they do, you know, that guy covers it. So,
which one?
Couldn't be Blossom. The fact that you have such a big family is so, yeah. I mean, especially since we're in such like an apocalyptic setting, the fact that they're all, that you have such a big family is
yeah.
awesome.
It's like kind of remarkable.
It's kind of strange. But the Vale, the youngest brother of your mom.
Let me write that down. Okay, so if I blow something up, I go to Uncle Vale and am like, did I destroy something important?
Right. Well, and he pulled your mom out at some point to talk about something. We didn't really totally get into that, which was a fun thing. And then at some point, Naomi goes to talk to them. So, like, you know, it's one of those things where, like, because you have such a big family built in, and Katie, because you gave me so many names of people that are, like, tangentially related or, like, have, you know, like, they know who you are, but they're not necessarily always by your side. It gives all of these little, like, you know, you go through and you're like, okay, well, what's this person's thing? Why are they interesting? What is their thing that can connect these two characters to them that we may want to explore, right? So then I was like, all right, well, Vale's probably in the midst of like 3 or 4 different cases where he's like trying to keep everyone like sane and legal, and
it's like mostly my dad just like doing shit, like welding shit to shit that shouldn't be welded together. And
I love
he's
your
like,
dad.
why did you do? I
also
him.
love your dad.
He's a fun time.
Daiya's a daddy's girl. What can she say?
Your dad might be my favorite NPC today, honestly.
Whoa.
What about Baylor? I love him.
Baylor's fun.
Oh, yeah.
Bumbling, tall, huge man.
Yeah. Good guy. Good guy.
Love that they're gay. That's fun.
Yeah, you got lots of gay.
Yeah.
Lots of gay. And also fun disability
yeah.
what is the word I'm trying to think of?
Yeah.
What's the word I'm trying to think of? Whatever. There's like disability in my family, which I think is really a fun thing to explore.
I love disability in fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
I would agree.
Because it's not realistic to not have it.
Yeah.
No. And it's just because you have all the solutions at your fingertips, it's like everything comes with a cost. So I like the idea of like in a magic fantasy world, you can't just fix any disability or cure it, or because there's a cost to that. Where does it cost you in other areas? Because it's magic or it's something that costs. And I think that's
Do you think there are anti-vaxxers in Marnova?
Oh, shit.
I mean, there's certainly Republicans.
Yeah, and that's my bad. I put that in my in my backstory.
No, it's not Tom, is it?
No, it's my aunt. My aunt.
Oh, right. Yeah. No, I do.
Aunt Bitsy.
She was I was waiting in that whole conversation for you to say, bless your heart. And then you used it later and I was like, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Chekhov's bless your heart. Yeah.
Yeah. And absolutely well-timed.
Well, I also love, you were like, she's like quasi, like, Republican, you know, whatever. And I was like, okay, in a fantasy post-apocalyptic world, like, what? Who the fuck is that?
You're like, what the fuck does that mean?
And I just love that she's like, because like in this context, her being like, don't bring people in from the dusk is not a crazy ask, considering that the dusk
cackling. That
people
was so
up.
funny.
You know, like,
Mm-hmm.
but it's such an insensitive way to say it. Like, there's just a billion other ways to word it to get your point across, not making it sound like you're being a horrible bigot, you know? But I was like, she doesn't care how she says it.
No.
The way that you described
feels
her
it.
teeth was awful. Like her
Like
clusters
Swiss
of
cheese.
teeth. I was like, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
There's nothing more horrible that I could think of. It just made me think of like, you know that fish is, I don't know if it's a Photoshop picture.
It's not.
But it's
The
like a
fish
fish.
with teeth. It's not Photoshop.
The fish
That's
with
real.
teeth.
That's real.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I thought of. I was like, ugh, that's icky.
Yeah.
It doesn't have clusters of teeth, but it is a fish with teeth, and that's kind of what I thought of. And I was like, that's disgusting.
Yeah, that's her
I hate
vibe.
that.
That's Aunt
It's
Bitsy's
pretty-
vibe.
Yeah.
For sure.
I do love, it's very, listening to you guys play several Southern people in different types of Southern arguments. So goddamn funny to me. I'm like, yes, very good. Two people from the South.
Yeah. It's also like, I loved being able to do like toxic Southern relationship with you and your aunt, right?
Mhm.
And then to be able to do like Southern relationship that's actually probably like pretty healthy,
Yeah.
but to the outside looks really bad, which is like you and Timbre.
Mhm.
Because like at the end of the combo, you're like, all right, I'll see you. Have a good day.
Yeah,
Love you.
absolutely.
They're like, love you.
Love you. Be safe.
Yeah.
Be safe on your trip.
And then that like purely platonic, like mentor-mentee Southern relationship with Tom
Yeah.
and you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they felt so,
I
and
gave
maybe
you
it's
that
because
flower
that's
to
like,
give to a girl. Come on.
yeah, that maybe that's my culture. That's why I know those differences. So
No, absolutely. Well, I knew I
Innately,
wanted to
but, like-
play because I grew up like Midwest, and I was like, I want to
Yeah.
play someone with that I can like. Actually, I was like, I want to play someone with at least a little bit of a drawl so that I can kind of draw from
Yeah.
like my actual personal life growing up. Some of
For
the
sure.
different types of people. So I'm glad that you also had fun with that because I had fun with that.
yeah, I had a blast with it. Tom was
Yeah, just-
really. I was like, we dropped in and like in 2 lines, I was like, I know who this fucking guy is.
You were pissing in the
Absolutely.
basin?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that basin is for
Dog, that.
So many
I'm
people
sorry
in your
I
camp
took
have
us down
pink
that
eye.
road.
No, it's
Yeah.
not for our camp. That's my personal
for you.
basin. That's what we use
So
for
you have
bath
pink
time.
eye.
Oh my god!
You're gonna
I
go into the
probably
dusk and your
do.
pink eye is gonna be cured, and you're gonna go, oh my god, it's the
I love him
basin.
to death, but he's so dumb. But he's gonna die on his own, and so he's got to stay with me.
No, he's not. We got Ricky the Rat in there,
Yeah,
and he's gonna plop on down with his
Ricky
sandwich.
is gonna take care of him.
He's the BBEG. Oops.
I like,
Spoiler.
no,
No,
stop.
it can't be.
I would join him
Yeah.
if he sits like that. Daiya would be like, I'm in with that guy. He
Yeah.
just like plops on down like a person. Love that.
I just had an idea for what we could do for like things we liked, things we didn't like, or things were that didn't land or whatever.
Go for it.
We could do sunrises and sunsets.
Oh, that's really cute.
Oh,
So
I
like
really
things
like
we're
that.
looking forward to, things that we're excited about, sunrises, and things that we're like we can let them rest, sunsets.
oh,
Dylan.
Dylan,
And if
that's nice.
it fits our vibe for the campaign.
That's cute.
Dylan, that's nice.
So if
I'm
you
gonna
think
have
of
to
any,
think about thing.
yeah, because I know a sunrise for me.
Go. Tell us your sunrise.
My sunrise is the fact that one, you had such a like solid relationship with your dad, Ken, with Daiya. That what I was planning on doing, which was not giving you the device, changed in the moment.
Oh,
And then double sunrise using it. Because I was also like, Daiya might not right off the rip. Daiya might
Yeah.
be cautious to do that and wait until after the adventure or after we come back.
Mm-hmm.
And using it on the top, I was like, oh, that lets us start to dive into something that I thought we were going to have to wait until we came back to start kind of exploring a little bit, which is very fun. So, sunrise for me.
Cute.
My sunset is what the fuck happened to me with the wisdom saving throw at the very end there. What is
so
it?
true.
What is it?
Don't make
I
that
don't
face.
know. I don't
They
know.
can't see your face. You can't make that face.
I don't know, and I'm a little worried about it. And
I'm making a
Dellan's
mischievous scamp
Dellan's
face.
just looking like a little stinker.
Well, that's just Dellan's natural face is a mischievous scamp face. So
Yeah,
it's
that's
kind of
true.
hard to tell.
So true.
Well, that just makes you look like that guy from Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Yeah. I love
Don't do that with your teeth.
I love a wisdom save. I love a wisdom save. I love an arcana check. Love those two.
Ooh, yeah, that nat 20 was really fun. I was gonna say something stupid, but the second that you started talking like Brock, I was like, with the the like baby voice, it's really hard not to do it just because it's got a fun mouth feel.
Yeah, hi,
Like-
I'm Walk.
I am Brock. I'm like, oh, so cute. I love him.
Well,
like,
and I knew he was always going to be, fuck, why am I forgetting everybody's names?
Timbre?
Timbre. Fun fact about Dellan as a DM, I cannot remember the names that I come up with.
I'm
It's-
genuinely really surprised with myself that I'm remembering this because I notoriously have the memory of a fucking goldfish. So
I knew that I wanted Timbre to have stakes in this mission because I wanted the stakes to feel multifaceted. I wanted it to feel like you guys have people that you're interested in, but in addition to that, you have questions about the world that you're pursuing. And I knew that I was going to have to send you guys with somebody, and I wasn't sure if Naomi and Daiya, if there might be a moment where I was like, there's fully a chance that Daiya doesn't snoop over Naomi's shoulder. Naomi leaves the paper unsigned, and Daiya takes it and signs it.
whoa.
And like,
I didn't even think about doing that.
right? Like I'm just like, like in that infinite DM brain where you're like, what are
Sure.
the billion possibilities that could be? I was like, there's a world in which Naomi doesn't go with them, you know, and Daiya is like, I am Naomi. And no one really knows, you know, better.
Whoa.
Yeah. And I think Willa knows, but I don't think Willa would have said anything. I think she would have been like, all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
You look different.
Yeah. But for Timbre, I was like, I think it's interesting whenever the second in command or like the right-hand man to somebody has personal stake in whatever they're doing. More than just like they believe in that cause. So I thought it was interesting. And also fun to have like, you know, it's fucking fantasy. Just because you're a Loxodon doesn't mean that you have a Loxodon kid. You know, like, you have a Genasi kid who has the form of a Loxodon spirit. You know, like...
Yeah, that was a cute
'cause that's
reveal.
fun.
It was really cute. I got really nervous when you were like, oh, that's like by your dad. And I was like, oh, don't tell me it's Timbre. And then he like was like, I'm undercover. And I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
I was like, oh God, okay, so this kid really can't.
I
Can't
can't believe
die.
I'm babysitting on this mission.
You really are.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, for real.
When Willow was like 2 kids, I was like, I know that Daiya is not a child, but like her mannerisms are very are very similar to that. But what made me laugh was like, I was like, how would Daiya in the moment react to that? But I think it just like time passed like too fast for me to like do anything. But I do think that Daiya a little bit is like, I'm not a fucking kid. But also, like, I feel like a part of her would be like, where's the other child? Like, looking around like, what do you mean? There's only one kid here. And I didn't realize that it was me.
Well, I did, Willa's old.
Yeah, that's true.
Willa was the owner of the company before the war started.
Oh, shit. Yeah,
And it's
dwarves
still
live a
around.
really long time,
Dwarves
right?
live long. Yeah.
They live up to 300 years.
Yeah, so I guess in her head, Naomi's also a kid. So maybe there's 3 kids.
Yeah, I mean, I think she can recognize, like,
Yeah.
whatever, but, like, even a tiefling at 27 is like...
Yeah, it's like me
Yeah.
calling you a kid. Where I'm
I'm
like,
the
yeah,
only one that
I'm-
has like real life experience. Because I've got a
Me?
hundo years. Me, I got a hundo years.
Oh, you. I
Behind
thought
me.
you were saying I was 100 years old. I was like, no.
No. No.
Well, we're nearing the last kind of 3 minutes of our after show. So, do we have any other sunrises or sunsets we want to touch on before we finish? I know I have one more that I
Yes.
excited about.
I think my sunrise, so cute. My sunrise, I think, definitely is figuring out what the heck's on the other side of the tunnel.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like, I gotta know. I also I'm very interested in the pinprick that happened at the end.
I'm scared.
It's scary. I don't like it.
It's scary.
It's scary. I think a sunset. This is so pedantic and very silly. I kind of wish I was nicer to my mom.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I was a little too snippy. And I'm like, girl, I know you're like, I mean, I know it's normal for like a person who just like has like family on top of each other to kind of do that.
Right.
But I do think that like, I'm like, Daiya, oh my God, chill out. Like, you're fine. like,
Yeah.
like go
fair,
for
that's
a
fair.
run around the compound or something. Like you're absolutely
Right, like leave your mom
fine.
alone. Yeah.
Literally, I'm like, leave her alone. She's a nice lady. like,
Fair.
I have a sunset that I fed Tom's whole sandwich to Ricky. I should have just given him half.
yeah.
And left half for Tom. But I have a sunrise in that I made my aunt brush her teeth with piss water.
Yeah.
I remember
That was
It's pretty great.
That was pretty good.
Everybody who knows is gonna get pink eye. Is that
Yeah.
pink eye comes from? Well, I know pink eye comes from something different, but in my head, it's funny if it comes from piss.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, and I don't care. I just know it's pretty funny and satisfying.
My final sunrise is it's a bit of lore that I dropped. That was Bitsy worships and prays to Joran,
I looked at my list when you said that.
and she was like, and he just never answers, and Joran's title is Joran the Unanswered. So they're worshiping a god that infamously does not answer ever.
That did make me laugh.
And I was like, yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that. And then sunset. Sunset. I don't know if I have one. I think I'm like pretty pumped moving forward. I don't think I have any
Yay.
sunsets I
Yeah.
can think of. So my sunset
I'm-
would be Juniper's goggles.
Sure.
That would be my sunset. I wish I had gone back and adjusted.
The tiniest sunset you've ever seen.
Yeah. Just
Like
big
like the baby and
sunset.
the fucking Teletubbies.
Yeah.
Ew.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for joining us for
Thank you
our
for joining us.
very first episode of not only Triple Crit, but also Triple Crit Tidbits.
Tidbits.
I am your DM, Dellan Short, joined by Emiko and Katie. Say bye, friends.
Bye,
Bye, friends.
friends.
See you next time.
Thank you so much for listening to our after show tidbits. It may be a snow day in New York City, but it's warm in our hearts like a sunstone, all thanks to you. We really appreciate the support and love we've gotten so far. Please give us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast fix from. It would really help our podcast grow. If you'd like to follow us and you haven't already, our podcast Instagram is @TripleCritPod. That's TRIPLECRITPOD. You can follow me at @emilou.co. That's EMILOU.CO, everywhere that matters. And follow Dellan at @Shellan_Dort. That's SHELLAN_DORT on Instagram. See you next week with a full episode.